Vietnam here again for Pokemon Black and White Battle. We are in Smogon, and I'm going to show you my team, which is Chandelure. It's Combine set, and I fixed it up a little bit so it's a little more bulky. Then I have Miss Mages, I got this off the Smog. It's a substitute Will-O-Wisp Shadow Ball Plane Split, which you would know if you read the Smog. I have Rhyperior, which is my Self Rocker, but he can still kill people because his attack is 316, without even any EVs or anything in it. I have the standard Darmanitan, and then I have my Slowking, which is my favorite, probably the best, my favorite, not the best, my favorite, because he's just like a slow burrow, just the opposite of the fences, and it has Magic Coat, which is like the move for people who don't know. It's bounces back. It's like things that Xatu and Espeon has. It's just a move for it. And then I have my subbing Flame Orb Heracross. So I'm pretty sure I have 2 battles for you today. Yeah, I have 2 battles, and so yeah, so I go out. So we're facing this guy named Cockmuncher, and so he looks like I'm pretty sure when I thought this, he has Ninjask, so I'm guessing a Baton Pass set. But he goes on to his Aerodactyl first, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. If he goes for Stealth Rocks first too, I really don't care. The team isn't that much affected by it. Only really is Daruma. So he goes for Taunt. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so I'll just Rock Blast. So he goes for Stealth Rocks, and I take him out for Rock Blast. Okay. So I don't remember what he goes. Maybe he's Mew. I think. Maybe. No, maybe. I don't know. No, Porygon does he go into? I don't exactly remember. I go into a Swampert. So I'm like, I was expecting a special, like a Scald, but he Aqua Tails. I'm like, okay, but luckily I can take one still. So I'm gonna get this thing Toxic. He goes on to his Musharana, and since I Toxic it, and he's synchronized, so they both get Toxic. So I'm like, I didn't know what he was gonna do. I don't face Musharana as much, so I'm just gonna slack off. And he goes for Calm Mind. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna try to stall you out because I am special defensive wall, special defensive wall. So I'm just gonna keep scalding, and he's gonna keep up. I felt like he's gonna get very greedy right here, and just keep going for combines. So I'm like, he either has rest or some type of recovery move. I was hoping he doesn't have rest. Like, if he had rest, he probably would have swept me. But as it looks like he has Moonlight, which I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, so now he's Moonlight. He's not gonna build Toxic. He got too greedy with combines, and even with plus whatever, plus 3 in both things, I can take a stored power from it. So I expected the Moonlight. I went out into Heracross, and I took it out with Mega Horn. Like, I did that so I can get my Burn Orb up, so I'll have anywhere to turn. And also maybe get a sub if I decided to do that. But I didn't, so I go on to his Ninjask. I have nothing for his Ninjask. I'm thinking taking off Earthquake and putting on Stone Edge instead of Rock Slide or something. But I go out into my... Oh, he goes for Air Raid, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I thought he was just gonna just, like, that would have been a perfect time for get a Swords Dance or something. But he goes for the... He switches down to Swampert. I just go for the Stealth Rocks. The whole time I was supposed to try to... What's it called? Well, Slowking gets killed by an Earthquake. So, the Slowking lasted a lot longer than expected. So I go out into Chandelure, and for some reason I hit Power Grass instead of Energy Ball or something, or whatever that grass move can learn. I think it's Energy Ball. So I'm like, I know I'm faster, and I know, I don't really know the set. He has Earthquake, and I'm guessing not Choice Banded, but so I just go into Darmanitan, and Darmanitan. I wasn't sure if Celebrex could take it out, so I just go for the Superpower, knowing I can take it out with that. Then he goes, like, he takes like an hour to decide what's going to take the Superpower, or if I decide to stay in. But then, yeah, I was just checking what he has. He goes out into his Ninjask, so I'm like, okay. He's dead. But then he goes for Night Slash. Gets the crit on it. Doesn't really matter. But this is an attacking, like a full-out attacking Ninjask. That's the weirdest Ninjask. Like you don't see it. Usually you see like they usually only have like what's it called? X's there or something. So he goes into his Garvantula. I was like, I want to take the energy ball, so I'm just gonna go out in Heracross. He goes for Hidden Power, so I'm like, I'm guessing that's Ice. But I was like, wait, he must be Choice Spec because he didn't switch moves. And then I checked, he has a Honchkrow and a Garvantula. And I was like, what do I need least? And what I need least was my Miss Magus. That's what I thought. But I figured out Miss Magus is an animal. So I go for Will-Wisp, expecting a switch. So, yeah, I get to switch. I missed him with Will-Wisp. Like, that makes me sad in many ways. So let's go for another Will-Wisp. So, like, I want constant damage on nothing. He Thunder Waves me, so he has a Thunder Wave, Brave Bird, Roost, Sucker Punch set. That's what he has. So I just go for the sub. But I get Parahacks. I'm like, sad face. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball. I expecting me to die. I didn't know he had Roost yet. But then I go for Shadow Ball. I bring him down to nothing. I know he's gonna want to Roost again. So I'm like, I'm gonna go for the Pain Split. So I get my health, my Pain Split. Get him again. I'm going for a sub this turn because I know he's gonna Roost again. Because I'm predicting this guy really well. So now that I'm behind a sub, I'm like, I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball. No, wait, what do I do? Oh, I have Pain Split. Oh yeah, and he Sucker Punches, which is probably a Braver and Sucker Punch. It's really weird. I don't like that combo because I feel like if you need a dark move and you don't want to hurt yourself, you have to like. So then he just Brave Birds. I have to do the Shadow Ball. His Life Orb and Recoil kills him. Shadow Ball just takes him out. Goes on to his Garvantula. I knew I won this because no matter what he gets to put himself into, he's dead. He knew I had Rep here, so he can put himself in Thunder. Whatever the other move is, if it was Ice, my Chandelure could take it. Or whatever I have left. I don't remember what I had left. He couldn't do his Bug. He went into Bug Buzz. I should take it out for Shadow Ball. Yeah, I tried to burn it before. I'm just like whatever. So I'm pretty sure I found a battle, and this is a Sandstorm team, and I'm like, I don't want to face Sandstorm team, so I just forfeit. Yep. Now I'm going to face Sandstorm team because they're so annoying and near you. I don't like facing weather teams. So, yeah, so now I'm waiting for another battle. Pretty sure I go and try to change my, I'm pretty sure I try to make, what do I try to change again? I don't know what I changed. Am I just in here? Oh yeah. I was complaining how, what's it called? Miss Major has no type of defensive EVs in it. Even though it's supposed to be kind of like a wallish type thing. So I bring down speed, but I don't get to save, so I don't get to use it. So I just I was expecting he's going to lead with his Mew. So I went out with my Heracross, not knowing what it's going to do. So I just go for the sub. And he went out into Sigilyph. And I'm like, okay, I have nothing for this, but I'm not going to let a sub go, so I'm just going to go for the Mega Horn. And luckily I can kill it in one hit. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Sorry about that, I had to hit my mic. So then he goes, I do for Mega Horn, it does a decent amount, but then I forgot that it was faster. And it just kills me with another overheat. But now I know he's going to switch, so I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I'm like, okay, Porygon 2, what is Porygon 2? I was like, so I just Rock Blast it? No, should I just hit it? Wait, it's going to Ice Beam or something, so I'm going to go out into my Slowking, which completely walls it. I don't care unless it's like Thunder or something. But even then, I'm pretty sure I could still take it. So I just Toxic it, because that thing needs to get Toxic. So I'm like, I'm just going to stall him out. Because by looking at the Tox, it's doing nothing, or whatever it is, so I'm just going to use to go for Charge Stream. I'm just going to slack off. So I can't do much. Like, I'm just gonna, then I switch out, expecting another Charge Beam, but he goes for Tri Attack, kind of predicting me. I don't know. I think he just went for the stronger attack, but whatever. So I was thinking if I should attack, if I could survive whatever he's gonna send at me. Like, I thought he was gonna over predict, maybe I predicted my switch. So I just go for the Earthquake. I survive because Rapier is just the most animal Pokemon ever. And then I take him out with an Earthquake. because Sharpedo is made out of rice paper and balsa wood. So I just go take him. He takes me off a Mach Punch. He's Life Orb, so I'm guessing he's a Rapid Spinner. So I went to Miss Magius, the blocking that and knowing that he can't do much to me unless he's like Rock Slide or something on him. So I go for the sub on the switch. I could have just burned, but I went there. I wasn't sure if Synchronized goes through subs, so I didn't want to burn Mew. Because I'm pretty sure Mew has that. So now I know I'm faster. He switched onto his Rotom Ace for some reason, and I kill it with Shadow Ball. Push back into Mew, kill it with Shadow Ball. Freaking my Miss Mages, which isn't supposed to be attacking, it's killing things. So he forfeits, and I save my team. And that was a good fight and all that. I'm pretty sure this is the final fight of my battle. Yeah. So thanks for watching all that. Have a nice. Oh God. Thanks for watching. Please like. If you want, sub. It makes me feel happy. And